Hello, welcome to another video.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Yes, hope you all had a fantastic festive period.
Absolutely.
And a wonderful new year. And let's hope everybody has a better year than last year.
For sure.
Yes, especially us.
This video is a bit different. We told you we weren't going to be doing anything over Christmas and New Year.
And we didn't. We did nothing.
We did. We did cooking.
Yes.
Which we're going to show you. And we watched Harry Potter, the whole series.
Of Harry Potter, right up until about 20 minutes before the end of the last film, when our third electrical gremlin appeared. So now we know we lost our original grinder to ill health, if you
Earlier
remember.
in the year, yeah.
Then the Dremel decided to join it.
And now our Blu-ray player's done the same.
Yeah, the DVD player has now joined the e-waste in the sky. So we'll get another one of them now. It's never ending.
But that was 3, so that's it.
That's it.
Except that was in 2024. What happens in 2025?
Nothing.
Nothing's going to happen in 2025.
No, nothing.
So
apart from whatever happens.
So as I said, we did nothing apart from cooking. So I'm going to show you what we got up to.
Yes.
There's a recipe in there for a boiled fruit cake, which is an English recipe, or at least that's where I found it, but I've given it a Mediterranean twist.
Yes.
And you did?
I did a couple of spice mixes. Well, I actually did 3, but I should show you making 2 of them. And then we do something else, as well as having another practice run on the Parisia.
Absolutely. So I hope you enjoy that. Next video, we'll be talking about something completely different.
Yes. And now for something completely different. No, I'm not walking weirdly. Cooking with Vivian.
As usual, not prepared things, everything's last minute. Suddenly realised it's Christmas next week. So I didn't make a Christmas cake much earlier in the year like I usually do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a boiled fruit cake, but I'm going to give it a twist, and I'm going to use the fruits that we actually have from our garden here and from our neighbours' gardens that we were given. So I've got dried apricots that we dehydrated. I've got dates from the local market. And these are figs from our garden. They are going to be chopped and then rehydrated in a liquid that I'm going to add some lemon peel.
That we dehydrated.
And some spices that I bought from the supermarket.
So, we've got cloves, nutmeg,
ginger
and
cinnamon.
Yeah.
So I've put the spices in the water. It's a funny colour now. I also put some lemon rind in there to hydrate, but I've also taken it back out and chopped it.
Yeah, because it was a bit hard to chop.
It's too hard to chop before, exactly. So that's going in. And these apricots that I dried are unchoppable. So I've chopped all the rest of the fruit, the dates and the figs, but these are unchoppable. So I'll get them in there first to rehydrate.
Yes, and then how are you going to do this?
Then I'm going to add the butter and the sugar and leave it to do its thing. So this is the mixture that I made yesterday. I left it overnight for all the flavours to marinate and all the fruit to be lovely and soft, and it is. So what that now needs is it needs self-raising flour, or flour and your raising agent. I buy self-raising flour from the supermarket. That's the one from Mercadona that's got the raising agent already in it. I'm going to be adding my eggs, which are actually from Andy and Sharon. Thank you very much. Free range eggs from their girls. So it's going to be extra delicious. And it will go into this pan. Now Chris is terribly excited. He's hoping that the cake's going to be this size. It's not. I think it's going to be about that maybe when it rises. So I've added this just in case. And then it will go into an oven at 160 degrees C for 1.5 to 2 hours. We'll just have to keep an eye on it and keep doing the wooden prod and make sure it's cooked. So hopefully this is going to turn out really, really nicely. I'm not going to need this side bit on this, I don't think. It's way down the bottom, but we'll just have to wait and see how much it rises. Right, get this in the oven and see what happens. So my oven's at temperature. Oh, that's weighty. There we go. We'll come back to that in an hour and a half. Will be its first check. So I'm leaving the washing up for Chris. He can wash that saucepan because he wants it tomorrow. So he's made big, people are calling it various things, chutney, ketchup, and he wants to decant some of the big jars we've got of it and then do smaller jars and some spicy with some chili added and some left as they are. So he's actually going to be using the area over there by the barbecue. He better not make a mess. And as I said, the washing up of the pan is on him now. Okay, it's been an hour and a half. It's very hot. Look. It hasn't risen as much as as Chris had hoped, but my kebab stick has gone in and come out dry. Ha ha, that bit's hot. Didn't want to do that. There we go. One fruit cake made with fruits from our garden.
I'm in my new cooking environment. Welcome. So what we're going to make is some lemon pepper seasoning. I'm going to do that first because after that I want to do a spicy version as well, but Chinese style salt and pepper because we like that too. So first things first, in there I'm going to put the dehydrated lemon rinds, peels, whatever you call them, instead of me having to do it by hand like I did last time when we made some. I don't think there'll be enough in this mix, but we'll get, that's as big as it holds, so. Right, I'll go with that, and yay, that is lemony. And into that, literally, I'm going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to run some of these peppercorns through into there, and that'll be about 1.5 teaspoons of the peppercorns, and hopefully that's going to be 2 teaspoons of lemon into there. So I'll get that measured out, and I know where I'm working from. Right, so that mixture's mixed. Done. I did a little bit of fettling the last time I made this was a very, very long time ago. And as we keep saying, the salt here seems to be more salty. So note to self, don't put as much salt in as you used to do. It's all clagging up. Well, no. I could have made a bit more, but I don't think so. Do you?
No.
All right. Next one I'm going to do is similar, but not the lemon. We use Chinese 5-spice and garlic and onion and pepper and a bit of ginger, some MSG. I know it's still controversial, but we like it, we use it. And some of these chilies. Not some, probably one. And the reason why I did the other one first is because I'm going to be grinding the chili up in here, and I don't want it, any residual chili powder going into this one. These smell really, really nice and fruity.
Do they?
Now they're dehydrated. Oh yeah, they smell gorgeous. Just the one. One for the road. I'm hoping that this machine can handle it. Well, the pepper went for a little ride around the blade. Just spinning around the blade. Oh, that's a shame. I need to put some pepper in anyway, so I think maybe if I put some of that in as well.
Yeah.
I'll just put a little bit. Flipping heck.
It's working because I've got it up my nose.
Up your nose, it's up everybody's nose. I bet you'll even be able to smell it on there. It's still not grinding up very well, so I'm going to put in
The salt.
a little bit of salt. I just want enough body stuff in there just to grind it up. I remember that's a quarter of a teaspoon. Yay! Hit it! That's strengthy. That's very, very strengthy. Flipping heck. Lillian's laughing at me as my eyes are streamy running, and she's altered the angle of the camera, as you can see, because she thinks it's hilarious. Wow. Right. Now I did one and a half last time. I'm just going to do one. And that other bit. Blooming heck! I should wear a bandit mask. I won't come over here, Dover, mate.
You'll be coming over to sneeze.
You will. Right, so that is one heaped of onion. I can add more, but I can't take it away. I'm going to have to add more. One heaped of dry garlic. I'm not over keen on ginger, and this is ginger powder. It's really, really fine, so I'm going to go half, because mainly I'll be probably the only person here that will eat this, even though Lillian will have some. She might not realise it. An MSG. Need more MSG. Is it strengthy over there?
Yes.
In the wings?
Yes.
Hello, Freya. What am I missing? Oh, Chinese french fries. The one heaped of that. Right, I'll give that a mix-a-rooney. That's really, really nice, actually. It's not actually much of a tongue burner. It really isn't.
Take your word for it.
Would you like some?
No.
Would you like to try?
No.
Would you like to try it in a drink?
No.
So I do it instead of hot
No.
chocolate. That's really nice. I like that. More for me.
Yes.
I'll definitely use that. That'll be nice on chips. And there's my other one. I've made this before and shown you it. So basically, it's 1 part salt, 2 parts sugar, and then 1 part paprika, garlic, onion powder. And that's it. This time I didn't put any chili in it or spicy paprika, because 1, we didn't have any, and 2, last time when I made it, Lillian asked if I could do one without so much spice. So I've done it completely without spice. I can always add a little bit of spice for my taste. So that's that one. Next, customising fig chutney ketchup.
Jam stuff.
Cut. Chup. Ketchup. Yeah, chup.
Chup.
Yeah, ketney. Well, some people call it ketchup and some people call it a chutney. When I'm giving them some, so I'm combining them. What should it be?
Ketchney.
Ketchney, right. Fig ketchney. So I'm back here and Lillian's left me a present. How did you know? It's rum. What are you using this for?
I was feeding the boiled fruitcake.
Oh?
I know.
Oh. Too early in the day. So what I'm doing is I've got to put a little dot of water in there because, but only a little bit. Because what I'm doing is this is my fig, what did we decide to call it?
Ketchney.
Ketchney, that's right. And that, I've got to get the wax paper off that, is going in here to be reheated and then decanted into smaller things. Like, as you can see, we've got lids and the other things are in there. Right, I'll put a little bit of water in and get this emptied out into there. So that jar and a half that you saw are now in here. I added the water to it to stop it from burning when it first goes in. Now that has got to come to volcanicness again. And we'll hold it at that temperature for a good 20 minutes, at least. And then it'll be decanted into jars because we want to make sure it's heated through absolutely thoroughly. I just tried to tame Mount Figuvius and it got me. Molten fig Ketchney all over the place. I was concentrating more on wiping it up over there and it was splat on the wall and it went plop, got me. Dangerous stuff, this cooking business. So because I burnt myself, Lillian's now decided that I'm not a responsible adult anymore. So she's going to do it, to load those jars.
So these jars I did boil earlier in boiling water, and then they've been sitting in the oven in hot water. Sorry, not in hot water, in a hot oven. They're actually very hot to the touch. The idea being obviously for everything to be nice and clean.
How much we got left in there? Oh yeah, that'll work. I don't want it being too crazy spicy, but I do want it a bit spicy. Now I better get some more chilies broken up, hadn't I?
Yeah.
Where did I put them? Oh, I put them away, didn't I? So that didn't go as far as we thought. So 1.5 of these made that. And we needed more. So now we're going to have to do that as well. Hey ho, at least we'll have more big containers for storing dried pulses and lentils. So, already we've done the fig stuff, as you saw. Now Lillian's on with her marmalade, which is actually turned out more like a membrisio.
It has, it's really set. And I had a good job. I had 2 big jars of it, which I've decanted into here because I've got some more sterilised jars in the oven, so I'm going to decant it into better sized jars.
Yes.
But it is absolutely delicious. And even Chris.
No.
Does not like marmalade. He doesn't like. He likes a orange or lemon jam, but not a marmalade with the pith that you then get that bite from afterwards, which is what I love. A real bitter marmalade is lovely. He doesn't like that. Even he likes this.
No, well that's not strictly
If
true.
he mixes it with some cheese.
Yeah, I tried it on a slice of cheese because Lillian said, oh, it's just like membrisio, it's set just like membrisio. And I said, well, okay. And so I had a little try thinking it had matured in a graceful way, and it hadn't. And then my brain went, oh, I wonder, because it often does that. And I got some cheese out.
It does wander off a lot.
Yes. And
far away beyond the boundaries of normal thinking. Yeah.
Yes. And I got some cheese out the fridge. And it's just a semi-cured, what we just buy from the supermarket here. And tried it on that. And you know what? It was really, really nice. So I don't like it unless it's on with a bit of cheese. Anyway, so you're heating that up. Are you turning it into a molten inferno like I did with the fig Ketchney?
I have to turn it into molten lava. make sure it's all heated through completely, and then use the jars that are in, the sterilised jars that are in the oven to get them decanted into smaller, more usable jars. What I've ended up with is 3 jars, and I've actually put some in a container. The hope is that once it's set, I can turn it out into a plate and it'll be sliceable. Now, everybody here in Spain knows membrillo, which is a set quince jam. And it was actually a way of preserving fruits. And if you've got a copy, which I have, of Mrs. Beaton's Household Management from the Victorian era, they called them fruit cheeses, and you can make it out of any fruit. And it is a way of storing fruit for winter, and it's actually called in there, they call it a fruit cheese because it's sliceable, but it's just preserved fruit. So we've actually got a lemon preserved fruit there, and we in our house are going to call it membrillo. Membrillo is quince, and that's actually the name for quince. So we're just having a play on words for this set lemon. Fruit, cheese, jam, whatever you want to call it.
So we're having a practice run just before Christmas. I'm doing this on my phone and we're not doing it on the normal camera. So it's that warm, Lily's sat in a jumper because she's only just arrived. Got that window open. And we've got that door open over there.
Toasty warm here.
I know you'll be taking that jumper off soon.
I need a thing. My legs on. To heat my
Oh no,
tootsies.
don't heat those up.
Oh, that's not nice.
So, peppers. Well, 1 pepper. With cheese and chorizo. Later, Lillian's favourite.
Choripan.
Yes. And then we've got 2 chicken legs. But we're going to cook them anyway, because it'll be silly not to. I think we'll end up eating them for sandwiches tomorrow. I think so. But it'd be silly not to use the available heat and cook it. Anyway, right, we'll see how we get on.
First course is ready. Look at that deliciousness. Sausages are cooking nicely.
Yes, I'll move them over here to a cooler side because I don't want them to burn while we're eating that.
Yes. Time for choripan, my favourite. So it's basically sausage and chimichurri. Homemade, obviously.
Yes. Now,
Delicious.
I like my bread toasted for this, and Lillian prefers hers untoasted.
Correct.
So, there we go.
I'm ready 1 bite in.
Yes. And that's chicken legs on. That's with the seasoning that you saw us make. And they're going to take ages. And the way you do it on this is you cook the bone side down first. So I haven't trimmed the other side like I normally would do. And you just let the bone take all the heat. And it goes through. And then later on, turn them over. Not sure how long these are going to take. They'll take as long as they do.
The cake didn't fit in the only container I've got, so I had to cut it in half. It didn't rise as much as we were expecting, but I think, to be fair, that's because of the density of the amount of fruit in there. So we have tested it. It is delicious. It is very, very fruity. And surprise, surprise, Chris's favourite way of eating it is with cheese. It's lovely on its own. It's really, really nice. It has a different flavour to the boiled fruit cakes that, as I said, I've made in the UK, because it's got those figs and the dates. I think also made it very, very solid and stopped it from rising. However, it is absolutely delicious. So we will enjoy that over Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed that video. As I said, something a little bit different. In the next video, we will be going over the list of the next jobs that we want to do. Well, the next jobs that we have to do. It's a question of what order to put them in, bearing in mind weather permitting. You've got to allow for frosts and cements and things like that. I may be taking a trip to the UK in quite early on in the year for something nice, something I want to go and do. My daughter's buying a house and I want to go over and help. And life generally. So we'll go over that and show you what the jobs are that we have got lined up. And over Christmas present was I agreed to help him make pork pies. So we'll show you the full start to finish of making homemade pork pies in the next video. So bye for now and catch you on the next one.